What is good, people? It's story time. Once upon a time ago, back when I was little old AZ3 Lindsey, I had a problem with somebody in leadership. And it got to the point where me and that person, who was in a very high ranking position, ended up, what's the word I'm looking for? They threatened to make me go to mass, basically. I talked about this in my To The One Who series, and if you don't know what that is, check out my To The One Who series on Instagram. I'll put all the information in the description below. Long story short, this person threatened me because I didn't agree with something that they told someone, and I didn't want to follow suit with it, and it had something to do with the program that I was in charge of with at the time. Long story short, the reason why I bring this up is for my future sailors, for anyone who, really technically for anyone, okay, come on guy, drive a little faster. Actually, I could have went twice. For anybody who is having a problem with anybody in leadership, let me explain something to y'all. One, write everything down. If it gets to the point where you just see consistent, oh, I'm blazing, freaking hot. If it gets to the point where you're seeing consistent issues and nothing is getting resolved, start writing everything down. The time, the situation, exactly what occurred, exactly what was said. Because if you get to the point where you need to file something, where you need to file a case against this person, one of the biggest things that they're going to ask for is proof. One of the things that they're going to ask for is, how many times did this occur? And the fact that you would have something written down would help the process exponentially. Look at me using a big word. Anyway, secondly, pick your battles. Sometimes, like I said, there'll be situations where things won't happen or things won't occur. And the reason why, for example, I didn't egg on the situation was because I knew that if push came to shove, it wouldn't be the two people against the problem, it would be the two people against each other. And at that point, it would have been just the E4 arguing with a superior. And I learned my lesson. I was just like, you know what? This person really could have put me in a DRB, but I didn't have anything to hold against him. Now, granted, there were other people that had problems with him, but at the same time, it wasn't enough for me to not put up a case. So I learned my lesson in that situation. Just let me ease, let me chill, let me go calm myself down. Pick your battles. You're not gonna win them all. You might not even win the war, because this consistent thing that we will always face in life is going to be people who don't agree with us. Lastly, and probably the biggest piece of advice I would say is just probably just, I'm trying to word this right. It's just fresh in my head right now. Sometimes you have to see things in a different perspective other than your own. Like I said before, there comes a point in time when you have to pick your battles, but there also comes a point in time where you got to put things in perspective, because you might see something your way and only your way, but there could be another perspective that's also important that you don't see. And if you're not able to see it, then just try to, I would say. There's a saying that there's always three sides to a story: his, hers, and the truth. And when it comes to that, sometimes it gets to the point where it's just all right, I'm not even gonna do anything because I can understand it now. I'm not gonna hit you. I can't afford it. Just kidding. Anyway. Yeah. All right. But yeah, honestly, just learn to see things in perspectives other than your own. And it's so imperative, especially when you're in the Navy, because the higher I've gone in rank, the more I see things in a different light in terms of perspective about things. And some things, obviously, you're not going to be able to see because you're not put in that situation. But I've known freaking airman to be put in a leadership like position, and that is very humbling. Because one of the biggest things that like I really take pride in is honestly like my junior sailors, because I want them to be better than I am. In all honesty, it's just like they have the capability of doing so much and to be better. You know, I had a chief who said the exact same thing to me, and I didn't really understand it fully until I got put in the situation. So that being said, like I said, freaking write everything down. Write everything down. Pick your battles and see a perspective other than your own. That is the lesson in today's vlog. Deuces.